Well, heavy words, of course, delivered by Cohen before Congress today, but how effective is his testimony?
And joining us now to discuss is the criminal defense attorney, Vikas Bajaj.
Yes,
I hope I got that right.
Yes.
Thank you, Vic. We've been on before with this. So how do you think his testimony played today? Did he score any points to bring down the president in that testimony?
Well, first, understand that I look at this through a lens of an attorney, as a trial lawyer, what a jury of our peers would believe to be truthful or untruthful. And he fell on his face. Frankly, his compelling opening statement made you feel like, you know, this is a loving father, a loving husband, someone who really tried to do the right thing and jumped through a cleansing bath and said, I don't want Trump around me anymore because he's just doing too many bad things. But let's remember, this is the person who knows where the dead bodies are buried, so to speak, and this is what we heard, that he, in these instances, was actually being a good lawyer and protecting his client from what we see as extortion attempts very often in our fields. I have the ability and the privilege of representing celebrities, athletes, some politicians, and everyday people like myself. And extortion is a real thing. And a lawyer putting together a protection for his or her client and saying, you know what, it's better to have a nuisance payment, a non-disclosure agreement. I'm also a family man, not only running for the presidency. I see nothing untoward about that whatsoever. In that instance, it seems like he was actually doing his job right.
He did have a lot of blistering comments to say about the president. He called him a cheat. He called him a liar. He called him a con man. He also alleged that Donald Trump lied about his ongoing efforts to build a Trump Tower in Moscow, and detailed how he came to understand that the president wanted him, Cohen, to lie to Congress. What kind of trouble is there in that?
Cohen is a liar. Okay, he is an absolute liar. He's been called a liar. He admitted to being a liar. If you put this witness as your evidence in front of any fact finder, the same thing we saw today will happen again. He will fall on his face.
So it's meaningless, really, to have him even testify, you think?
Absolutely, and one must wonder why go through these theatrics. And the answer, I believe, is there has to be a hook for the Democrats to hang their hat on if they want to pursue impeachment. And that can be an inconsistency that can be translated as a perjury allegation against the president if Mr. Cohen says something that's corroborated and can be believed that is contradicting what President Trump has said before.
Well, there also has to be the other side of this coin. He admitted he's going to have a book deal, so he's going to cash in on this. And also with Bob Mueller, was there anything you think in the agreement that Mueller said, look, I want you to go public with your story and you'll get a lighter sentence?
I don't believe so. I will say one thing, though. You casually introduced the question by saying that Mr. Cohen admitted that he was going to get a book deal. I think that is a very demonstrative question. He did not admit that. It was under the third Congress lady asking the question, Ms. Miller, where he had to finally say yes. Before, he said, no, I cannot say I will not pursue it, until Congress lady Miller got on and she said, hey, are you going to pursue it? Well, he knows there's proof out there. He knows there's emails, there's text messages. His lawyers are negotiating, so he has to say yes. You know, we had a judge here in San Diego, Judge William Mudd, and he would always judge credibility of people who testify, body language, truth, peeling one layer off and then finding an inconsistency.
How does it impact his sentencing?
I think after he is sentenced, Rule 35 under the federal sentencing guidelines and our directions in federal court allow an individual who has been sentenced, is serving their time, to still petition the sentencing court to say, I've done so many good things to help the government. After you gave me the 3 years, why don't we consider this and please reduce my sentence? Frankly, I don't think he helped his cause at all. I really think that he actually hurt his cause by contradicting himself numerous times.
And so much buildup leading to this day.
Wow, was it ever.
Vic Bajaj, always great to talk to you. Thank you so much for coming in.
My pleasure. Thanks. Great to see you as well. Thank you.